Let's try that again. Hi!
Hello!
Oh my goodness, wow, a full boat, welcome!
Welcome
aboard the Harbour Hopper, everyone. My name's Rachel, I'm going to be your captain and driver today. This is Abigail. Abigail's going to be your tour guide / first mate. Before we get going, quick safety brief. Make sure we're all nice and safe on land, but also when we head out into the water. A couple notes on this vehicle to start. I'm not sure if you've noticed, the Harbour Hopper is very big. I'm not sure if you've driven in the street.
I just saw the security guy go by. You don't have to pay.
Good morning. Sorry about whatever that was. Brand new life jacket. Probably should have gotten more used to doing that. But yeah, I've got like a melon head, so that probably won't be an issue for you guys. Dark seem pretty normal size. That's a compliment. Welcome to Halifax. Welcome to the Harbour Hopper. Yippee! Is it any of your first time here?
It's my first time.
Super cool. We've also got a captain in training and a guide in training, so make sure you're like, oh my god, this is so fun. I want to keep working here. I want to give them full availability. So just be super encouraging about all of this. We're going to get to know a whole bunch of fun new information about Halifax and the Harbour Hopper and each other. I'm going to go first. My name's Abigail. I'm a tour guide. It's actually my 6th year working here. Believe it or not, it's really still haven't got the hang of it. Maybe next year. Year 7. Let's go. This isn't the only thing I do. I do other stuff as well. I'm a competitive Irish dancer. I've been doing that forever. I trained for 2 summers in Dublin, Ireland with the Riverdance Summer School. Just got back from the World Launch the secondary program. I realized I am like incredibly bad at American Sign Language. It's really not the career for me. So any ideas on what you think I should study? Let me know. That's probably more than you need to know about me. Anyone from New Brunswick? New Brunswick! Newfoundland or Labrador? It's safer and cooler. This is called a Lark 5. That's a lighter amphibious resupply cargo that can carry 5 tons of weight when fully loaded. These were built by the U.S. military to be used in the Vietnam War in the 1960s. They built 900 of these at a cost of $1 million a piece. Does this sound, look, or smell like a $1 million vehicle? For sure. No seatbelts, that's classy. They're a lot cheaper now. You can find them on Kijiji or eBay or Craigslist for just about 10 grand each. And there's only about 100 of them left, so they're a lot more rare. 6 of those 100 are in Halifax. We have an additional 6 that we kind of use as Frankensteins to kind of pull from and reassemble the ones that we use as hoppers. We have one in Prince Edward Island. It's called a Harbour Hippo, which feels derivative. For being honest, like, okay, change it a little more. And then there's one in Iceland, but I can't pronounce it, and I'm not even going to try. Obviously look a little bit different. I had to take off the 250 caliber machine gun to the top back deck, kind of put in seating, you know, just like minor cosmetic tweaks. Like having around, wave at every single person you see, blow them kisses. Some people wave back, some people are from Toronto.
Nice lines.
I've tried that with almost every city in the country. Toronto's the only one self-aware enough to not be offended. Crawling up Citadel Hill, it smells divine. They freshly mowed the grass. Oh, it's going to be such a good day. Beautiful view around the city. You can see just how high above sea level we are as we pass by Prince Street here. Oh, we just crawled up. Halifax is on a glacial deposit. Our kind of main military defense was the fact that it's all straight uphill, so it's going to be difficult to get up to the top. Now, I've been telling people for the last 6 years that Citadel is the 2nd most visited historic site in Canada, but this year I'm a supervisor, and I thought maybe I should look this up. We're number 6, so let's go number 6. On your right-hand side, you have the Old Town Clock, built in 1803. Still uses the same internal clock mechanisms that it was built with in 1803, and you can tell because it's always breaking. They rewind it like twice a week. It's usually not right, but it's not really a military fort to sit on top of Citadel Hill. It has always been Fort George, but it fell apart a few times, so it kind of was like, okay, let's try it again. Still Fort George, though. We like that name. That's the 1st and the 4th. Lots of military defenses up at the fort, the first of which, kind of most obvious, being the Pit of Death. The Pit of Death was just like a fun little Harbour Hopper nickname. The actual name is the Dry Ditch. That's gross. Pit of Death, the idea is that all that long grass would grow out real scraggly so that if you're down at the bottom looking up, it looked like a smooth hill. So you would run up the side and then fall into the pit. 12 minutes. The noonday gun. Every single day at 12 noon, we fire a blank cannon off the top of the Citadel to let us know, oh my goodness, it's noon, right? Time to do whatever you want to do at noon. Work, if you're me. To a certain time, so if the boom went off, you knew it was exactly noon, you could reset your watch. Today, not like super necessary. But it could be, right? Let's have a little hypothetical. You're walking around Halifax, your phone is dead, you don't know what time it is. You say, oh, look. Captain Rachel's just radioing Halifax traffic to let us know if there's anything to look out for. Things like diving operations, things that we'd need to give a bit of clearance for. My friends in the back thought they were safe with the splash. One secret bonus is that a deadboat tide. So you're welcome, actually. Welcome to the Halifax Harbour. The Halifax Harbour is the second deepest ice-free port in the entire world, second only to the one that's in Sydney, Australia. Lots of different seals. We have grey seals, harbour seals, navy seals. Because there's navy. Feel free to point and take pictures. Please don't all run to one side of the boat, though, if you're going to go take a photo of something. We are a boat. Other sea life we get in here, frequently people come here to fish mackerel, lobster. We also have otters, especially around February and March. Mink, which are not aquatic, but they're pretty cute as well. They basically look like fancy ferrets. So as I said, we have a lot of bad weather. You spend enough time inside, you're going to try hobbies, right? My sister Megan got like super good at making sculpty nativity sets. We're not Catholic. She just used to make like dozens of them. She's okay now. There's something going on. She's fine now. But people try painting and drawing and sculpting and pretty much anything you can do when you're inside on those rainy days. To get there is by taking the ferry. You can see one of them just pulling into the Halifax terminal. They have one terminal on the Halifax side and two on the Dartmouth side, and that's the longest running saltwater ferry system in all of North America. It was started in 1752. It was originally a rowboat. It was later replaced by a horse pulley system, where these horses would walk in a circle with ropes. Very interesting if you look it up. I don't understand it. I don't understand it. That's it. But the rowboat. This is where all the cable was stored for the telegraph system. And today that's where my office is. Everyone's like, oh my gosh, hi. Also, if you booked any other tours through Ambassadors, we have, I'm not going to say a monopoly, but pretty much a monopoly on waterfront tourism industry. Like the Silva here, a Swedish-made sailing ship, going there on a little afternoon sail. Also over on your right-hand side, we have the Queen's Mark. Now the Queen's Mark, historically, was a letter of authorization that would be given to pirates that meant that they could do privateering, which is pirating but legal because it is commissioned by the British government. Today it refers to the Queen's Mark Apartments, the Mirror Hotel, a bunch of new restaurants all opening up there. Invitation. You can, you shouldn't. Now also coming up on your right-hand side, this big green and white ship, that is the Canadian Scientific Ship, or CSS Acadia. The Acadia has been through a lot. She has survived World War I and World War II, and it was in the harbor for the Halifax explosion. It currently belongs to the Maritime Museum of the Atlantic. During the summer, they open her up and you can actually go on board with your museum admission. Where she is closed at the moment, they do quite a lot of kind of winter maintenance on her, right, until they have to open it up. It's been through enough, okay? Let her rest. So that belongs to the Maritime Museum, which is right behind it. Now, the Maritime Museum is that kind of brick siding building, a bunch of nautical flags on the outside. If you spelled them out, they say, that's hilarious, actually, Dartmouth sucks. Just kidding. It says fair wind, safe return, a nice little message for outgoing sailors. Lots of really cool exhibits in there, including the largest collection of genuine wooden Titanic artifacts in the world. Basically, anything you learn about on tour here, if you have any more questions, they can definitely kind of fill in any gaps for you. Another kind of museum on your right, we have the K181 HMCS Sackville. The Sackville is the last remaining Flower-class World War II corvette. These were the fastest boats in the water during the Second World War. They were known for their speed. She is the only one still remaining, still owned by the Canadian Navy. Keep in mind it's not a super long tour, so there are some things I have to leave out in the interest of time. So any questions you have, feel free to talk to me after. I know quite a bit about it. As well, the Maritime Museum of the Atlantic will be able to fill in any other gaps in the narrative there. Now during the First World War, hit the ramp for any kind of rolling, then turn off the propeller. So it's going to be a big bump, but it's good.